Hello VPs, this is a short video explaining you everything you need to know about synergies, which departments you have a synergy with and what you should discuss during these synergies. But first of all, a general thing about synergies. Synergies just means two people, two departments, two parties working together and actually supporting each other and combining their powers. So that's also what we do with different departments. So the question is, how do you as OGX synergize with other departments? And therefore, it's important, first of all, that you have regular meetings based on your needs. Some meetings might need to take place weekly, some others bi-weekly, once a month, but make sure that you have a routine for them and that you really have these meetings to exchange also outside of normal EB meetings, but also have one-to-one with your synergies. Then why do we have them? Because it's important that you track each other's results. You all depend on each other. You all need each other to combine your powers. So make sure that you also track each other on it and you actually hold each other accountable. I said it before, like holding someone accountable, tracking someone doesn't mean that you don't trust them, but it's just that you care about them. So hold each other accountable. You have different synergies, and your definitely strongest synergy will be marketing. That's why some LCs also have marketing and OGX combined in one position. So what is important to track with your marketing OGX synergy? It's definitely the number of signups, because if there are no signups, then OGX cannot do their job. But other than that, you don't just, as VP OGX, track your VP marketing on it, but also it's the other way around. Your VP marketing will also track you on your performance. So for example, on your number of applications, because this is then your responsibility. At the same time, you will, of course, need quality EPs, so good persona of EPs, the right persona of EPs to be able to achieve this. Then also what you can look into is the referrals. So what kind of marketing actions did you conduct, and did they actually bring signups? And then, of course, also the conversion rate from sign up to applied. So how many of your signups, how many of the EPs that signed up actually applied and were interested in our opportunities, and how many maybe just randomly signed up. Then from these KPIs, key performance indicators, and your overall measure of success of number of signups, you can draw some conclusions. So for example, do we even do enough marketing actions, or are we lacking marketing actions in general? Or how successful are they? So do we maybe have to improve our marketing actions because we already do a lot of them, but we don't get the results? Do we actually reach the right target group, or are we getting a lot of signups, but we can't process them? But also your VP marketing might track you on, do they actually get contacted? Because if your VP marketing puts a lot of effort in getting new EPs, but then OGX fails in contacting them, then this is also something that needs to be reviewed. And then is it even possible to process these EPs? What we said before, do we reach the right target group? These can be some questions that can be answered during your synergies, and make sure to always track these MOS and KPIs with each other. Then when it comes to UR, university relations, you might have a separate position for it or not. Sometimes OGX is responsible for it, or you have any other responsible in your LC. But make sure to keep it in mind, because university relations can be a very big game changer for you. So therefore, the question, or like the KPIs, the measures of success, can be how many signups are actually coming from the university? How many university events are you attending with your marketing action, like to do marketing actions there? How many advocates, how many supporters do you have in the university? Does your university even know about the existence of ISAC there? Do you maybe have a close relationship with the DOSA or with the VC or whoever who's supporting you? But it could also be how many faculties are actually accepting GV as an internship, which can definitely be done. So then the question would be, how many of such corporations do you have? Conclusions from your synergy with UR can be, how does the university support us in doing outgoing exchanges? Do we actually utilize the university in, for example, the events they offer in our favor? Or can our EPs maybe go for a GV and have it considered as their internship? So these and many more questions you can look into during your synergy meetings. Then TM. Of course, you need members to actually run your operations. So the most obvious measure of success will be the number of members. But then still, TM might be a synergy where they actually track you mainly, where we look into the MXP standards fulfillment. So how much are you actually making sure that your members have a good experience and get the MXP membership experience standards fulfilled? Or how is the goal achievement of your members? How many trainings were maybe conducted for your members when it comes to functional trainings, but also personal trainings for personal development? And some conclusions you can draw from this synergy meetings with TM and OGX can be, do we even have enough members to do all our operations and to do the tasks that are to be done in OGX? How are our members we have performing? So not just the quantity, but also the quality of our members. Do they get the experience they deserve, which should always be a thing TM is caring about and where they might track you on. But at the same time, also, do your members have the support they need to actually perform well? So these are all questions you should look into with your VPTM. Then finance, it's all about money, obviously. It will be a question of, okay, how much revenue did we generate through OGX? What expenses did we maybe have for OGX? And so on. And then this will lead into our conclusions. How much money do we actually generate through OGX? How much money do we spend? Is our product even sustainable? Because if we always just spend money and we don't generate money, how sustainable is this? Or do we actually make a lot of money from it? And another thing where you can synergize with each other is, do we actually have the financial means we need for our operations? Maybe EPs don't get contacted because we don't have money for airtime. Yeah, so this is why we need a synergy with finance to see how we can support each other in this. All right, in general, for all synergies, make sure that you have these synergies, because alone you will not be able to run your operations. You always depend on the other departments, and the other departments depend on you. So make sure that you do it together, because together you'll be unbeatable and will definitely improve your synergies and your performance. In case of anything, as always, you can come back to me and we discuss more about synergies and how your synergies can help you.